shoe kick. These are steel cap shoe kicks, which are martial arts from I've been practicing, inventing and practicing. Inventing all combos, drills, so on and so forth. There's this kicking with steel cap shoes. That's right in the rib cage. Rib cage, X3. Chief targets also steel cap shoe fighting. Knees, shin bones, rib cage, liver, pretty much anywhere you hit. It's a bad place to get hit. This can break the ribs. These kicks. With steel cap shoes, you can get around the guard more easily. A normal white tie kick. If I kick with the shin bone and the arm is there, either like this, just hanging down, or like this, it takes power from the kick. Now with these, it's easy to hit like a cycle to specific target zones. You can break the ribs. You can really mess someone up with these. This is steel cap shoe fighting, street fighting. This is martial arts for street fighting. Self-defense. So that's like this durable. This is personal. I'm attacked right now. I just kick straight from the ground here, just straight up. Or I can raise the leg, and I sort of kick more like a pendulum from a checking position, which is how you block kicks. And I find it easy to be accurate and effective with the kicks. You can raise the leg first. I put on a boxing timer. 6 times 3 minute rounds, 1 minute break. 6 times 3 minutes. 6 punch combo. One minute break. Seventy seconds left. I had to extend the break a little bit. Take on a cover here. It came loose. Okay, there you go. One more minute. One stop now. 3 more minutes. Full punch combo. Getting hard and fast. Put up this block after finishing. Shoulder will be breaking force. Now the 6. That's a 6 punch combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boxing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My punches sound like gunshots here. Left hand, back fist, left hook, back fist, right hook. That's the second one. 1 minute break. That's 2 boxing rounds. This is a fasted state workout. People think you gotta eat all the time. Det vet ni. I do omvänt fast, which means I don't eat more than once a day and fast 20 plus hours. So it's usually been easy workout. This vitamin C water with B complex and creatine. Vitamin C water with B complex and creatine. 50 seconds left. So I have a video up. 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 1 minute break. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Round 3, break 3. I use the shoulder as a target of uppercut because it's an open position to land with good effect. So typically if you fight somebody that knows how to fight, especially, they are likely to maintain a good pose like this as they're fighting. In fights, you see fights for boxing, you see people being down here all the time. If you look at my chin in a fighting stance, it ends up being right here. Also less likely to throw an uppercut if the head is at this level. And if the head goes down here, that's more likely to throw the uppercut and that is a good effect. So we're coming up on, it says break 3. So what? Here we go, round 4. Whoosh. And the first 3 punches is the start of the combat shot before the quad. 2 straight punches, combat to hooks to the body. The first 3 punches are combo. 1, 2, 3, left liver hook to the liver. Followed by an uppercut. Or like a, whatever, this punch. See here. Beautiful. Hey. Elbow strapped. Nice motherfucker. It takes more energy if you go MMA, more than kickboxing. There's only 4 heads. Ew. switch wheel. Switch to southpaw. Mid step. Immediately commence jab with the right and power punch with the left. There's a stance switch wheel. Tap, tap, jab, jab. Orthodox. Punch and simultaneously switch to the southpaw stance. Immediately after acquiring this new stance, commence jabbing with the right hand and power punch with the left. As such. One minute break. Okay, hurry up. Zoom out. Like this. 6 rounds, motherfucker. Nothing is nothing. Most men couldn't do 30 seconds of fucking shadow box by gassing out. I just did 6 minutes. 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds. 1 minute break in between. In a faster state, which means a little easier to wake up today. We have a lot of weak fucking pussy men in society now. Men in the 20s with all dedication to low testosterone, the manliness hormone. Belly fat, bitch tits, dad bods in the 20s. Low energy, another sign of testosterone. So to see the power of a real man, like here Prochaska talked about, we live in a world full of pussy men. So it's just doing a public service by showing a real powerful man, physically powerful, who's out here doing things. And apparently you don't have to be an athlete in training camp with all the advantages of pros and a training camp and a team and the UFC Performance Center and the money to spend on whatever gym equipment. Apparently you should be a guy like me and do it. 6 rounds. You better believe I put that in the title after I finish. 6 boxing rounds or stuff like this. I keep it gangster, and why should I change that? Fuck your other niggas trying to change rap. And it ain't about chivalry, it's about dope lyrics and delivery. That's a song, okay? I got the power, I'm scared I might kill somebody if I hit him in the head. Or it doesn't have to, don't have to have a career where you punch in the head 1,000 times. 1 to 10 max out punch will do the job, give me brain damage. Look at this. Look at this power. It's not just the speed, it's the power. Here. From here, I'll show you the stance switch drill. I'll do the stance switch drill and some 1-1-2s. Jab, jab, power right. And then I'll do the stance switch drill. 1 from here, and I can throw from here to here. This is a boxing ball, that's the look like the ball. And from here, my jaw is covered from hooks from the side. And I can go like this if I need to. And do all kinds of stuff. And also like this. Like all kinds of stuff. Now, from here, I'm covering my rib cage. The guard on this right now, I'm covering my rib cage and the liver here. And if you have long enough arms, I don't have to have my head open. Okay. Some people have T-Rex arms. With me, I can cover all the way up to these cheekbones and all the way down to my hip at the same time. And I don't think that's really rare, okay? It's like if you don't have really short arms, you have to cover from here to the hip pretty much. Here. What I'm gonna do now, stance switch drill. Here's the 1-1-2 combo first. Dab, bang, bang, 2, rocket right, jab, jab, 2, 1-1-2, or 1-2. Here's the stance switch drill. 1-1-2, and I'm throwing the right and simultaneously switch my stance from orthodox to southpaw. And then I immediately commence jabbing with the right hand from the southpaw stance and power punch with the left. And I like to do that swiftly. So here's the stance switch drill. Which one? Yeah. It's here. Do a few 1-1-2s first. My left hand is going. This is boxing now. Bang. See, and the left arm goes here as soon as I saw the right. So it's this. Bang, bang, bang. This is that switch. Bang, 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 bang. and I'm doing a stance switch while throwing a punch. So I can break the rules because I'm a superhuman. Okay, like a superhero, a superhuman, like a metahuman. Whereas I can break all the rules of boxing. I can break all the rules of boxing. I don't know what these guys have hit to watch videos, like how to punch with power. I don't know how to punch with power. That's how they say, hey, like I make a video, I can punch hard. I got videos to prove it. Okay. So I don't have to do that. And as a matter of fact, I can break all the rules of boxing. It would be like, to throw a hard punch, a boxing coach there was not superhumans, but like mere mortals. Be like, well, you have the perfect dynamics to throw hard with a hook to the body. You have to bend this way, pivot on the foot, and turn the whole body to it. I can break the rules, bitch. I can throw arm punches from here and hit hard. I can hit hard just from here, just arm punching, without turning, without staying planted the whole time. See, I can hit hard just without turning my body, without rotating my upper body, lower body, without pivoting the foot. I can hit hard enough. And you don't have to hit harder than this. See here. I've even done it before. I go down on my knees on the ground. And that's so hard. Hooks. So, let's do the stance switch drill. And what I'm saying is, I can hit hard. I've seen videos after I've been doing the training. Was like a skilled, like expert boxer can hit hard moving backwards. It's like, yeah, I've been doing that. I can hit hard moving in, out, back, here. I can hit moving away. I can hit hard moving in, out, down. I can hit with my both legs in the air, feet in the air, and I can still hit hard. So the stance switch that I do, I go from here, bang, bang, jab, 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 jab. As I throw the right, I'm launching myself into the air and switching the stance at the same time. And then immediately begin jabbing from the snooze position, newly quiet position, and power punching with the left hand, which is the opposite way. Well, I normally do it. So here's the normal stance. Jab, jab, power right, okay. Now, here's the stance switch drill. Bang. I want to switch the stance. Mid connection. So as I'm connecting this, another way I can do it is to switch the stance and then forward there. But I like to do it simultaneously, where I'm landing the punch, and when I'm landing the punch, my stance is switched. So it goes like this. Tap, tap. Two, I switch the stance. Begin jabbing with the right. And power punching with the left. Ain't nothing to it. This guy just on a video, pro UFC athlete, did 5 rounds in a day. Nobody does 5 rounds. I just did 6 rounds, bitch. Okay, and I have been in training camp for UFC fight. And it ain't about chivalry, it's about dope punches and delivery. Keep up, I'm too fast, I'm too fast. Lightning. Unser Blitzkrieg. Jawohl. Stiff cut through kicks. Wheel breaking. I break the fucking wheel, bitch. break your fucking kneecap. And that can be replaced. Not easily. You know, I'm a Christian warrior in the war. I'm a toilet video with gang stalker videos, which is secret deep state persecution program. I've been taught for more than 10 years. And that has given me permanent damage. They've destroyed my life. They work to destroy my life. And they attack my body. Gang stalking is not just psychological warfare. I have a permanent damage to my right leg. And I'm an athlete. And I've been able to glorify God with my speed and athleticism. So they shot me in the right leg with a dart gun or something else. And more than 3 years after this happened, which may be an assassination attempt, search CIA dart gun. I got hit in the right leg with that. And more than 3 years ago. And I still have a numb spot, permanent damage to my right calf from that. I've been sprayed with chemicals, food poison, all kinds of shit. They try to make me have accidents. So I have experiential knowledge with life-changing injuries. This point will also give you brain damage. There's a kick to the head. I don't warm up typically for my training sessions. Even when stiff and unstretched, and I don't do stretching. When you connect to the head with the steel cap shoes here. This kick, uppercut kick. I call this uppercut kick. Because I'm connecting under the chin. Now, being warmed up, I walked around a little bit. It's easy to connect from the side. But I was right here from the side. Yes, I'm a Christian. Persecuted Christian for the video. Just some fresh air. There's a lot of people in this neighborhood that are government agents, gang stalkers, who work for this gang stalker persecution prize going to destroy my life for more than 10 years. Gang stalk is real. Government gang stalk is real. I've been taught for more than a decade about this. Really helps to cool off, get out. Now a lot of times there'd be a strong smell of perfume, which I'm allergic to, either from the neighbor's balcony below, like a center can or whatever, I don't know. Or this door will be open sometimes. And there'll be a strong smell of perfume coming from it. I have this belt, it's a quick release belt, I like it. I might keep doing these in training, double these little challenges, where it's like 5 minute, 5 minute, maybe next time I'll try 5-minute rounds. This was 6 3-minute rounds. Yeah, so gang stalker tolerance is real. Government gang stalk. I'm a target of gang stalker, which is secret persecution program. Here's one of these people I recognize. I've seen her before. She's one of these people that after I go out on the back and she appears a lot of times. And she does directed speech where she's screaming trigger words or does street theater or something like this type of stuff. This is one of these people that I see a lot of times after I go outside. She's one of these people that appear after I go outside a lot of times. And she behave like loud conversations. Most of the time I see her exiting that gate over there. Meaning time to me going outside here. A lot of times it happens I go outside here, she
leaves there. And she goes, and then she has like a long conversation. The people here happen once. They have people work to prune the trees. And she's like, after I go out here to smoking on my license, she comes out here, stops, and then talks. It's called, a tactic that Tony Willis guitar is called directed speech. It goes like, I'm gonna treat him like a bag for the greater good, to save the children, stuff like this. I gotta treat him like a cockroach. I'm gonna follow him to the dentist and the supermarket, everywhere, like this type of stuff. And it's like another time she goes past here and she has a lot of conversations. So there's all these people. So yeah, what is gang stalking? Gang stalk is a secret persecution program. What does that mean? It's a program that works to persecute people, target people, harass people online in real life. And it's not just harassment. The targeting is not limited to harassment. A big part of the targeting is what's called narcissistic always abuse tactics, like subtle narcissistic abuse, subtle targeting, gaslighting, a lot of veiled communication and subtle stuff. So it's basically subtle harassment is a big part of it, online in real life. And stalking is part of it, hence the term gang stalking, because it's a group, a gang, like a bunch of people that show up repeatedly. When you're out in public, there's people showing up around you that are agents for the program. So every time a target goes outside, if it's on your balcony, or a 5-minute walk, or to a city, you go downtown, you go to the library, supermarket, there's going to be people that appear where you are, that are agents for the program, and they're instructed by the handler to carry out targeting, subtle targeting. It means things that you can tell you're being harassed, but other people can't really tell because it's subtle. And I've been talking about this gang stalking persecution program for more than a decade now. And I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not fucking crazy. But they want people to think I'm crazy. So I'm the total of a secret persecution program called gang stalking. I've been talking more than 10 years. What is gang stalking? It's a persecution program. People are recruited, put up to target you mentally and physically. Part of the target I received is being sprayed with chemicals on outside, or they have cars that have a covert device. And as they drive past you, they can push a button and it's like a perfume, like an aerosol, like a cloud of gas, like a chemical on you. And okay, that's one of the target tactics. Some of the perp, quote unquote, gang stalkers in a car, if you're outside walking, they can drive past with a car and spray you with something. And you might not even be able to tell because it's like a gas more than a liquid jet, okay? I've been shot, I've had agents of the program on foot have like covert spy gadgets in the hand, walk past me, and I'm hit with a chemical or something similar. I've also caught them trying to spread powders in the supermarket because I got a good. Here's another thing: they can poison food. That's also part of targeting. Food poisoning, either by getting inside the target's home or the target's away and opening the fridge and poisoning the food, or contaminate the environment with toxic chemicals, or in the supermarket. Like they said, there's a store that the supermarket frequents. A lot of times they'll have store workers in on it, like at least one of them. And I don't have to give into details how they do it, but that's part of the target. They can actually put poison food items in the supermarket shelves. And if you get good at not picking things that are poison, make it hard for them to poison you. What they can do, I've noticed, is like if you have a cart here on the floor, they have a purple, looks like a funnel. They roll up a paper and they like go past your cart and like dump some powder on it, which could be a chemical, it can be mycotoxins, it could be heavy metal dust, whatever. But it's like something that they put on it. So it's like it's really bizarre. Now I'm strong enough to be able to have survived this, even without support from other Christians. Really. So, and I'm not gonna stop speaking out. They tried to take me out before. And I'm a fearless warrior. I'm a Christian warrior. I have courage. And yes, it's dangerous to speak out. But I'm going to keep speaking out, even if it's dangerous. And they're more likely to try to take me out. So I'm going to keep speaking out. I'm not going to enable this. I'm going to keep working to resist this wicked satanic persecution program. It's fall now. It's pretty beautiful. The trees. Every time I go to the supermarket, I get harassed. There's people are sent in there, and there's gonna be some people that time it because it's very sophisticated. So when I arrive in the supermarket, they have people in there. And how do I explain some rhetoric tactics? Well, they skits and street theater is part of it. Skits and street theater, and subtle visual. So part of the targeting is sensitization, is called, which means they establish a pattern where they start having flying monkeys use a certain word around it or wear a certain color pattern. It could be like a yellow hat and green pants, something like this. And after a while, you notice the pattern. Now they can keep using this pattern, like yellow hat, head covering, green pants, to keep making you notice that here's a flying monkey here to make you feel harassed with something that's subtle. Because other people don't have awareness to your personal experience, which means they haven't seen like all the other days that somebody shows up with you or with this outfit, like yellow hat and green pants. And what they tell to people is I'm a pedophile or something like this in this city. Like from my research and experiences, what they tell people is I target pedophiles for greater good to save the children, protect the children, something like this. Now, who runs this program is the deep state about Epstein Island. It runs this program. So anyway, it's the point. It's like every time I see some Swedish news about pedo caught after like 6 years of trying to hook up with children for this, they were never talking to pedo, see, or like somebody that gets caught after like murdering their wife or something like this. They would never talk to pedo. Like anytime I see something in the news where it's like for example, I read a news story in Sweden, and it was about like some kind of white power skinhead type of guy. Some huge guy was a bodybuilder, and he had beaten like his girlfriend and gone to prison for it. And then the prison guards like arresting officers were like, it's like we need to keep an eye on this guy. So what is like he's gonna be offended. There was like people in prison like he's gonna do something again to hurt somebody, something like this once he gets out. So that's like in government workers, like this guy's gonna be offended and not hurt somebody, get locked up again. And later on, he gets caught for beating his girlfriend to death, literally, okay, because she had cheated with a black man, okay. It was his motivation. When he was arrested, he's like, why did he do this? Like, she slept with a bleep N-word, okay, kind of, okay. So, and it's like, oh, he wasn't a target individual. So it's like the drinking game. It's like the worst type of criminals that are real pedos have gotten caught for like sexual crimes before or out in society, and then it's like they do something again and get locked up. It's like they were never a target individual, see, okay. But me, a Christian, evangelical Christian sojourner who's in the know about deep state conspiracies like 9/11 and work to teach the masses how the deep state work to control them and poison them by the children with the shampoo, soft, and high sugar diet and everything else. I'm a total individual, okay. So I'm not gonna stop speaking out about this. So yeah, gang stalking is real. Gang stalking or target videos is real. It's a secret persecution program, and it's reminiscent of Sursetsen, the Sursetsen project German count had in the 70s and 80s. It's reminiscent of the Sursetsen project German count had in the 70s and 80s. There's physical targeting, psychological targeting. So here's something you need to know. Most TIs are fakes, okay? And most of the info you find, it's really hard to find real TIs speaking the truth about this. It's really hard to find videos, websites, blogs, the truth on targeting. So it's a controlled community, and it's like counterintelligence. It's like the opposition community is ran by the perps. So in my estimation, 9 out of 10 online targeting videos. People, YouTube channels, people posting on Quora, Facebook, whatever, about gang stalking. They have social media posts, videos or text about gang stalking, claiming to be a TI and talk about gang stalking. 9 out of 10 online TIs are fakes, work for the program, counterintelligence agents. So there's just like the program has people that have a job to be perps and harass people without claiming to be TIs. They also have people that have a job to be fake TIs online. Okay, and so remember, quick maths: 9, man can never be hard. 9 out of 10 online TIs are fake. 9 out of 10 fakes crazy talk. The crazy talk is them away. What I mean by that? Well, 9 out of 10 fake TIs crazy talk. 9 out of 10 TIs, 900 out of 1,000 are fakes. 9 out of 10 fakes crazy talk. So that gives them away. And if somebody's crazy talking, even as used for idiot would be rare, they're part of the problem. They help with cap gang stalking. So, crazy talk. What do I mean by that? People talk about V2K being part of targeting, RNN, remote neural monitoring, brain chips, flat Earth, space reptilians, brain reading satellites, okay, like this type of stuff, directed energy weapons, electronic harassment, electronic targeting, scalar waves, microwave radar assaults, ELF weapons, like this type of bullshit is what the fake, freak crazy talkers. So 9 out of 10 online TIs are fakes, 9 out of 10 fakes crazy talk. And they engage in one form of crazy talk or another. You also have spiritual crazy talks like Seth Dan or the Set, who mostly use spiritual crazy talk. And here's the beauty, because they know that it's like one of the things that the TI discovers initially is that they're being spied on. Because part of narcissistic abuse tactics, they're spying on it 24/7. You go to the supermarket, and one of the harassment tactics is they'll have flying monkeys, like parrot, reference, mirror something you said on the phone earlier today, or something you search on Google, or a documentary you watched, or something like this. Or like a song you listen to in MP3 or something like this. And we have somebody reference it without in public because it's a pattern. So it's part of making harassed. Now other people, notice it makes sense, other people can't tell that you're being harassed, because if I end the live stream, I'm home right now, I have an MP3 or I listen to a song on YouTube on Bluetooth, and it's like Finn song like Bee Gees Staying Alive, something like this, staying alive. It's in my headphones, it's not the neighbors can hear something like this. And it's like, I gotta go outside, and I go outside here, and they have somebody come out here that I already know is an agent from before, who like, staying alive, and like singing that song, see? And it's like a song that I listened to less than like 30 minutes ago. And once you notice it's the first time, they're gonna keep doing it. So that becomes part of your life now. It's like you're out in public and people reference something you did or said in private. And since other people they're not privy to your personal experience, you can tell you're being harassed, but other people that didn't hear your phone call can't tell that a stranger is referencing the phone call that you had before leaving, or the song you listened to. So that's one of the subtle target tactics. I'm going to try. What's the smell perfume? Yes, beware of that. Most online TIs so-called are fake. Crazy talkers. If you want to choose about gangs, I'm the most valuable person to listen to about gangs talk, by the way. There's nobody as valuable as I am to the TI community or truthers looking to learn the truth about this conspiracy. And the general public, I'm extremely valuable there too. Because, first of all, I'm raised by being a real TI, one. I'm raised by knowing the truth of gang stalking and not being confused. How do they spy on us? All the reading about, and a lot of TIs have believe or have believed something crazy, something confused. I know what they told me is what it's not. So just the fact that I can give the truth of gang stalking. Secondly, so I'm a real TI knowing the truth about targeting, which is valuable. Here's what I do too. I also teach solutions to TI problems, like how to reduce stress, anxiety, how to lower inflammation in the body, how to make yourself take less damage from poisons that people attack you with, chemical toxins and other toxins. how to stop the program from being able to achieve covert entry to premises, private quarters, which means sneak inside a home right away. And things like this. So. I gotta finish up. I ended my laptop. I was starting on Rumble. I have a Rumble channel. Critical Mass Mike. Oh, you don't like when I talk about Rumble, do you? I don't give a shit, bitch. I got a Rumble channel. Critical Mass Mike. Okay. Critical Mass Mike on Rumble. I got a Rumble account. They don't like it when I promote my other platforms. We got plans to shut down my YouTube channel and stuff. So they don't like it when I let people know where I've been streaming from my YouTube channel also. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the people work for the program fucking mental ill. They like to discredit me when I speak the truth by getting started. They think I'm crazy. But the people that work for the program, they're fucking mental ill. The little freak, sick cult members. They've been brainwashing to being part of a secret stalking murder cult, like witch hunt. Which like we're secret freak fucking weirdos. They're part of some secret fucking Stasi army that spies and harasses people without proving their guilt or anything and want to destroy people's lives. This program is designed to destroy people's lives. It's attacked me physically and mentally, and they never proven my guilt or something in a court of law. Yet I've been attacked physically, harassed, and targeted. And they have to keep it secret, which only a fucking crazy piece of shit would be like, think that it's not something wrong to do. Because it's like the fact is like it's something that has to be covered up shows that it's wrong. See? It's like the same program that pays people to harass me and have like cult members in the know and be like, they get told when you're around Mike, put on a t-shirt with this word on it and use this word around him and then ask you, and it's like narcissistic always these tactics. And it's like they think they're not doing something wrong, but it has to be kept secret. And if I'll go like, hey, somebody told you to do this around, they go, no, we didn't do that, okay? They deny it. And then the same program will pay people when I make videos. I'm a targeted video talk with secret prosecution program called gang stalking. It'd be like, that's not happening to him. He's crazy and paranoid. And meth head, paranoid schizophrenic, stuff like this. See? And they're also concerned about, since I'm not crazy, that's why it's like, they like it. That's why I like to have the chat off, because they provoke me in the chat. Because if people spend enough time watching my live streams on TikTok, my videos, they don't see a crazy person. They see an intelligent, mentally clear, sane, strong individual, knowledgeable, speaking the truth. See? So it's like, oh, he's not a crazy person, so he doesn't look like a crazy person really, to like a quality perception having person. So we have to get people there to trigger and provoke and get them out right. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep speaking out. And it's not that all I do, like a one pony, speak the truth by gang stalking. I'm incredibly valuable. Now the masses are fucking matrix system slaves. That's most of you motherfuckers, by the way. Most people are matrix system slaves, and the same people I work with Unplugged will like fight to defend the system. I'm not the problem, other people are the problem. Yeah, I speak the truth. I've been making videos about the deep state agendas. Here's how the deep state are weakening you. Did you know that how the average person has been deceived by the masses, by the deep state into living the life? It's like, it's designed to give you cancer, brain damage, IQ decrease year by year, lower your testosterone, and make it easier to control. And I make videos where it's like, here's how the deep state, being like rare and like impressive, like rare, like a genius, lending my brilliant mind to people,
like the No Country for Old Men movie decode, or the Jaguar Chain decode I did. Where I'm decoding all movies, because I can see the truth in plain view. I made videos on foreshadowing the pandemic in horror movies. Most people don't even know what foreshadowing is. Foreshadowing the pandemic, foreshadowing 9/11, and things like this. I made videos decoding and showing the hidden plain view truth in horror movies. Like Shigur represents the deep state. In brief, my decode No Country for Old Men movie, Shigur represents the deep state psychopathic power leads, Illuminati. And sugar, literally, the substance that they use to control the masses. So the slave, see, like the matrix system, slaves, masses. And this is like, it takes billions of genius to discover this, but most people, when I talk about this, they go like, this guy's crazy. Even if I put in the work to explain it and connect the dots with, most people are still not waking up to it. Okay, so here's the point. The deep state, here's my decode on No Country for Old Men movie. The deep state, it deals with an agenda. The deep state want the masses easy to control, like the Matrix movie. It's like, you're a slave, Neo, before you woke up. You're a slave, Neo. They're working to keep the masses enslaved and controlled, see? And conducive to maintaining control of the masses, keeping them where they want them, is having them mentally weak and physically weak. Which is why they got the masses eating a high sugar diet. Sugar dumbs you down. Sugar dulls your mind. Do you understand? High sugar diet leads to low IQs, low testosterone. So you're more mentally like vague and unclear, which is part of why other people can't see the truth and make videos like I do. Oh, I found another hidden play the truth thing. Foreshadow the pandemic in the fiasco music video words never said or something like this. That's part of it. Because the brains are weak, so they're not good at recall and pattern recognition, which are signs of a high IQ, powerful brain. Being good at pattern recognition and recall. So it's like part of it is having recall and pattern recognition and just mental clarity. So people eat a high sugar diet makes them less mentally clear, easier to deceive. It's harder for them to see the truth if they're dumb. And sugar is not the only thing, but it's a major thing that they use to keep the masses like mentally dumb. To the point where they have where they want them. But even somebody like me that can see makes videos, look at this hidden plain view truth. It's like they tell themselves the sugar agenda, the softener. Soft ice cream softening, sugar loses testosterone. If testosterone goes down in a man, body fat goes up, yielding a softer physique. Softener loses testosterone. Soft drinks, soft serve ice cream. See, softener contains ingredients that can lower mass testosterone. The wrong type of exposure. And I would argue like just opening the body, releasing fumes into the air, and over time you can see effects. There's a point. Softener. And it's because I'm right. This is dangerous information, say. It's because I'm right. So that's the point. They hide it in plain view. So if testosterone goes down in a man, his body fat goes up, resulting in a softer physique. I'm hard, see. I'm ripped with a six-pack, I'm hard. But if I get fat, I'll be softer. If testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, make you softer. Literally. Okay. What are some things that lower testosterone? Sugar. What are some popular that the deep state got the masses to consume? Soft delivery methods of sugar, high sugar items. And you're so dumb and weak, the opposite of a genius like I am, having a brilliant mind. So it's like already I took more than 15 seconds to start connect the dots here. And you like live like a goldfish in like 3-second attention span. So it's like you never get to like if I go soft and this body fat up testosterone down and I go start work towards the point. Once you arrive at that point, and it should be like, I get it now. You're still, it's so fucking pathetic and laughable, most people. And you deserve what you're getting from the deep state, most of you. But it's like because there's people like me out here teaching the truth. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, the point. And they have this sort of fucking disgusting slaves. Most of them are fucking ugly too. They work for the program. Ugly fucking freak weirdos. That's most of the people work for the program. Anyways, the point. The deep state want the masses mentally soft and physically soft. So, how do you make people softer mentally and physically?
had them eat a high sugar diet. If testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, makes you softer, literally, as a man. Sugar lowers testosterone. If testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, makes you softer. Soft serve ice cream, high sugar. Soft drinks, see. What's another thing that lowers testosterone? And once again, if something lowers testosterone, body fat goes up, make you softer. Softener. Google search, Google. Softener testosterone. Google search sugar testosterone. And look at articles. And they got PubMed, NCBI.gov articles on this. It's not like AlexJones.com. So, testosterone goes down, body fat goes up. So a big part of the agenda basically is simple takeaway. The deep state want the masses eating high sugar diet. That's why the masses are eating a high sugar diet. Because they've succeeded in getting the masses to eat a high sugar diet. So a big part of tyranny is what I call soft tyranny, where the deep state are deceiving the masses into choosing to do what the deep state wanted to do. So it's not like every day there's like a rifle squad, like Nazi Germany or something like this, and they knock on my door and be like, here's 88 grams of sugar, you have to consume it within like 4 hours, something like this. Okay. It's not, here's a can of softener, you have to put that in the washing machine, wash your clothes on it as we're looking or something like this. And now put on the clothes, see? And it's like, now you have to take a shower with the conditioner you've been conditioned to use, okay? At gunpoint, put it all over your body, okay? No, it's just how they get you to do it is to normalize it and like keep the masses ignorant to the truth. So I'm like in the Matrix. That's why I'm dangerous to these people. Because like I know it's like, hey, the softener is really bad for you. All these toxic chemical hydrogen are really bad for you. Which means they risk losing control of the masses. Because they want the masses weak mentally and physically, and you're living a lifestyle that's trying to keep you weak. That's why I stand out so much. Because I have athleticism and energy and a physique that you typically only see in the elite, like the top 3%. Like UFC fighters that are welterweights. The build that I have, the physique, the athletic performance, stamina, endurance, punching power, everything else. I'm 5'11", I'm a welterweight. Okay. Sometimes people see me training. It's like a sort of keep training. I'm not aiming. I have perfect physique. I'm not training to get a body like a different than I have now. I'm training. I have the body I want already. So anyway, support. It's important. Be aware of my Rambo channel, because if I want to do like the power punch videos and not hold back as much and water down my truth teaching, I do them on Rambo. I can also do it on Instagram, okay, where I'm shadow banned, for sure. No matter what I post, I get like 3 views in 24 hours. See, I'm not joking. Reels, pics, whatever. And it doesn't matter, the quality, thumbnails, titles, it doesn't make a difference. Like up to 5 views in 24 hours. I can tell that they're on shadow ban. But still, people that manually check it, that come over my Instagram, they can still watch the videos that I do there. Okay. So it's like a place to make videos, okay? That if people find the channel, they can watch them. It's really hard for it. I don't really think that I'm going to reach and build an audience by uploading to Instagram. It's more like people that know who I am already. I go check out my Instagram. They can see the videos I upload there, like 3-minute reels and things. So it's important. Yeah. The deep state want the masses controllable. People are mentally soft, are easy to control. And the main agenda, as I see it, is to dumb people down. And as a welcome side effect, or as a not like unwelcome side effect, like an acceptable side effect, you have more yearly deaths, which why America is not a country for old men. a country of centennials like Japan used to be before being westernized, and they opened up like McDonald's and KFC, and it's been more like Japan is an interesting if you're studying things because it's been isolated from the West. So it wasn't until the Jesuits came with boats in like the 1600s or whatever it was, like black sort or whatever it was, it showed up that they started being westernized slowly. But before that, it was like a culture that was not in contact with the rest of the world. Which means it took longer for the masses to get 50 plus grams of sugar daily in Japan than in the West, like America, for example. It's been more years of people, the average person, getting 50 plus grams of white refined sugar into the bodies daily than in Japan. So I don't see depopulation being the main point. A lot of it is just keeping the masses that are alive controllable. And a lot of the ways that they keep the masses controllable also leads to more yearly deaths. See? And other people will not dissect the depopulation and want people to die or something like this. Now, more people are dying because of what they're doing. So here's the point. The deep state want the masses easy to control. People are dumb are easy to control. People are mentally. Did you know that vitamin C, taking vitamin C and eating less sugar makes you sharper mentally? See? And people that are sharper mentally are hard to defeat in chess if you're playing a game on it, for example. See? So, yeah, if I was going to play against Kasparov in a game of chess, I'd like him to eat like a high sugar breakfast and not take any vitamins like the month leading up to our match. So he's like more dull-minded when we play the match. So if you're gonna be like, let's get the masses sold, pitch the masses, like get them like, hey, use this part in the shower. If like mentally deranged, like they're mentally dull and like the opposite of sharp, they're more like dull-minded. They're less likely to see the truth themselves. They're less likely to see the truth, even if someone like me that can see the truth shows it to them, and they're less likely to like detect lies if somebody's lying to them. My father, biological father, he's a Finn. He told me like anecdote was like they will like back in the day in Finland, they have some guy who's like a rich person, and he shows up like at a guy's farm, like a Finnish farmer. And like drinks him at the table, shows up, here's a bottle of vodka or something, so let's drink and talk business. And then once the guy's like really drunk or something, he's okay, sell the farm to us. Like you sell the farm for this price, and he's I understand. And then it's like he sells the farm, and then it's like big business or like they build a factory there or something like this. Okay, now that could be like made up, but it's like there might be some truth to it. So that basically there's like somebody's gonna pitch you a lie, get you to do something stupid like buy head and shoulders instead of natural episode. It's easy to talk you into if you're mentally not sharp. But here's the point. Yeah, so the deep state has got the masses in a high sugar diet. Why? Because it dumbs people down. And people are dumb easy to deceive. The less likely to discover the truth themselves, the less likely to see the truth that someone shows them to them. Someone like me. And I know the call of my work, so I know that it's gonna, it's inevitable. I keep making videos like this on Bumble and TikTok and Instagram. Eventually it will have an effect, just a matter of how long it takes. And I've seen, because I'm a trailblazer, cutting edge, that things I've been talking about for years are becoming more normal. Like shows up on major podcasts, people talk about megadose and creatine, for example. Rhonda Patrick and this and that. Yeah, like Mike Sav was promoting 6 years ago. Okay, now it started to become, you heard it because it shows up on a podcast a month ago. Or some YouTube show, yeah, it's like creatine. It shows, recent studies show that taking more than 5 grams a day can have some benefits. Rhonda Patrick. Oh, you mean like Mike Sav has been doing for years on his YouTube channel and promoting. Okay. And on this Samantha, had an Indian doctor, okay, on. And he's pretty much saying what I've been saying for years. as part of my health fitness coaching. And I would say, and people are like, thank you for sharing this in the comment section. Meanwhile, here, the first, you could have learned this years before, people like crickets were attacking me. But when somebody says the same thing, like, thank the great doctor, thank him for sharing this valuable information or something like this. Okay. It's like casting a purple swine, now to get out, which is hold on to the dog, it's a champ on the full time around it. So anyways, here's the point. So I've been talking about softener, hygiene, home cleaning products, lowering men's testosterone, being able to hurt hormonal health. And he calls up, yeah, it's like this hygiene, home cleaning chemicals. In my medical, like he's a medical doctor, MD, or stuff like this. In my medical opinion, or stuff like this, I believe that some of these chemicals that people are using, hygiene, home cleaning products, are bad for your health, and they can hurt your hormonal health, especially men or stuff like this. Or you mean like Mike has been teaching for years. Okay, I'm recommending Aleppo soap. So that video I uploaded about 4 years ago in the bathtub recommended non-toxic soap, and it's natural Aleppo soap, which has been part of my alternative or my coaching. So the deep state want the masses ease to control, and reality, here's a quote, okay, Mike's quote for the history books. This world is toxic by design, not by incompetence, not by chance. Which means it's not just like, oh, people just end up using toxic chemical hygiene home cleaning products when there are natural alternatives available. No, it's by design. We like make it hard to find natural Aleppo soap. Make like here's how the Illuminati has the Illuminati control the masses. Make the mainstream, like the path they want to go, the most easy, comfortable path. See? So it's like it's hard to do research. It's like it's hard to find the truth. If you go to a corner store, you gotta buy shampoo. They don't have natural Aleppo soap available as an option. So the masses are not even like accidentally pick a bar and it's like natural Aleppo soap. And it's like they're using a soap that's not toxic. Okay. No, it's like they have to go to some fringe website or some store, that is some health food store, so where it's a natural Aleppo soap. The deep state want the masses to control. People are dumb, is to control, and tired. A lot of people are sick and tired. And a big part of it is the sugar agenda. Have the masses eating a high sugar diet. And how the Illuminati operate, they hide it in a plain view. Which is why I can show you my decode to the movies. Meaning what I'm telling you, the deep state Illuminati slave masters want to keep people asleep in the matrix and easy to control. They use sugar to keep the masses where they want them. Like enslaved. Do you understand? What is a slave owner? Somebody that's wanting people to be easy to control. Keep them under your control. Keep them from getting freedom. Keep them from becoming a problem to you. Okay? Monsieur Candy, Django Unchained. Monsieur Candy, his last name is Candy, he's a slave owner. Oh, it makes you terrified because I'm exhibiting rare value, extreme value and brilliance. Like rare things. But I'm the first guy that decoded this movie. My haters hate this, understand? Like you see the value, it makes you like vampire light effect. You're like, oh shit. It's like it gives me cognitive dissonance. Okay, also for this. Here's the point. So Monsieur Candy, he's a slave owner, not a copy. His last name is Candy. This is here where it goes white cake. So the slave owner whose identity is Candy. His last name is Candy, Mr. Candy in French. Part of in his business or how he operates, slave trade, and he's keeping people enslaved, okay? He's offering people want to get sugar into people's body. Candy, Mr. Candy, white cake, anybody. He's offering, tempting, trying to get sugar into people's body. White cake, named Candy, and sugar, high sugar leads to cavities, which a lot of people show up at a dental office needing a root canal procedure or a dental extraction, needing to see a dentist because of the high sugar diet, the deep set got masses. Notice how the good guy is the guy that deals with the problem that's caused by sugar. He's a dentist, an old school dentist that rides his buggy, has like a tooth on top of his cart, see? And here's the solution. There's like problem, high sugar consumption, which is why a lot of people seek dental care. They have toothache because sugar leads to cavities. See, you have more people getting root canals if people eat a high sugar diet, contrasted to a population like a sample group that eat a low sugar diet. See, and here's another problem. Modern dentistry has advanced to the rear, meaning there's some things that some dentists do that I don't like, okay, that I don't think are necessary. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to them. I'm saying my personal preferences. So here's the point. Like, for example, a dentist would, I went to a dentist as a teenager, and they told me, it's like, yeah, we recommend on your way home, go to the pharmacy over there, get the mouthwash with the extra fluoride. Look for the one with extra fluoride in it. Okay. And it's like, and I'd rather use the salt water mouthwash that I do myself. Do it yourself. When you get a glass bottle, put a teaspoon of salt in it, table salt. Boil up water and make a little salt water. And that's why I use some mouthwash and nasal rinses. See? So I prefer that over the chemical the mouthwash. Okay. With fluoride and this. I don't feel like I need the extra fluoride. So that's the point. I use 4-3 toothpaste too. So that's the point. Notice how they hide the agenda. We got one that can see. The person is being stalked, yeah, me. We got one that can see. I'm not going to shy away that I'm a Superman, that I'm superior to most people. And that's why I'm targeted. Because I am like a person who's a character in a movie. I'm like the type that these movies are about. Django, or the guy in the Daily movie with the glasses that can see the truth in society. Gets persecuted. Or in the Matrix. That can see the truth. See? That's the type of person I am. And that's why I'm targeted so hard too. So I support these type of videos are dangerous, okay, to the deep state. So here's the point. They had it in plain view. So I told you the deep state had a mass eating high sugar diet. Why? Because the dumb Sudan keeps these to control. And as usual, if the deep state are doing something currently or planning to do something in the future or major destructive consequence, aka major negative impact, they will hide in plain view. But with current shadowing or foreshadowing, they will hide in plain view what to do right now, or foreshadow, hint at what they're going to do in the future. Or if it's something major, something's going to make a lot of people sick, die, take freedoms away. Which is why, true to form, the MO modus operandi, criminal psychology as a subcategory of psychology, field psychology, which I have worked with good understanding in, actually applies to this. Where it's like psychopaths that have an MO, let's say, and certain serial killers, part of MO is sending cryptic hints to investigators and kind of telling on themselves. So like crim psych knowledge that I have actually applies to this. Where it's like how serial killers operate. The Zodiac killer, for example. He's killed before, he's going to do it again. And he will like send letters to news station investigators for this with like little cryptic hints that could be cracked and stop him from pulling off what he's saying he's going to do. Like 9/11, say. Like the 9/11 attacks, where I can show you foreshadow 9/11 attacks in whole movies. What's it called? Die Hard movie, always, that's a unique find to me. Meaning that's something I found myself. Nobody told me it. I watched a movie, random movie, always movie, Airplane Firefighter movie. 1989 was released. I found foreshadow 9/11 in there. Made videos of it. I've shown foreshadow pandemic too. Luke Fiasco, Words Never Said, Resident Evil movie, even Lost, one of my favorite series, contains foreshadow pandemic. So yeah, I'm one that can see. Notice how I am that person. Proven to be that, not a claim. We got what I can see. What can the guy in the Daily movie do? He can see the truth beneath the surface level, like there's a hidden message. Like, he can see that. That's the type of person I am. You see the same movies. I don't see other people, YouTubers, make this watch foreshadow of the pandemic in this series, this music video, this movie. I can see it. Okay. Or I found foreshadow, watch a movie, I found another instance of foreshadow like 9/11 attacks. Or I watched No Country for Old Men movie and Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. And there's foreshadowing. No, there's hidden plain truth about the sugar identity. Okay. So, okay. So these bastards have been hiding, these Illuminati deep state bastards, they've been hiding the truth in plain view, right in front of you all these years. They've been hiding it right in front of you. All these years. And a lot of you just can't see it. But I know that they're hiding, okay? I know that they're hiding truth in plain view, in Hollywood movies. And a lot of you just can't see it. I can see it, I can hear it. Okay. I know that they're hiding things in the movies. I know that Quentin Tarantino is hiding things in his movies. Yeah, so where is the point? Here's the point. Yeah, so, okay. Oh, your precious army of data points. You need them. Here's the point. Oh, your precious vault of hidden plain view truths. Who need them? Much appreciated. Who need them? That is the point. Yeah, so, and I like to be kind like this, okay, when I make decodes, okay, like the no conforming movie, for example. I told there's hidden plain view truths in there about the deep state. So in this movie, no conforming movie, Coen Brothers, they're hiding truth in plain view about the deep state and how they kill a lot of people with sugar, okay. Don't be sending like fan mail to Josh Brolin and be like, tell us exactly we know you. Like, they don't know. They don't know that. Okay, so I don't have to get into the details of who knows and who doesn't, but it could be like a team of writers in a room, like 12 writers, and like one of them that is like influential and has like real rights. He can like propose, let's put this in the movie. Understand? Let's put this in the movie. As like Bruce Willis gets into this room and he says this, something like this. And it could just be one person. It could just be one person and the other people don't even know about it. So the deep state operate on a need to know basis. It's like they're not gonna have like anything from like the catering firm to like the janitor to like the set designer and like the makeup artist. And every actor know like, yeah, we're making a movie with hidden plain view truths about how the deep state Illuminati are murdering people with sugar. Okay. Do you understand? It's like it's got to be on a need to know basis, which means, and the Illuminati have been controlled the world for a long time, which means they're sophisticated. They can get things into movies without people involved in making the movie knowing about it. So especially not the actors, not going to be in all the know. Okay. Especially not the actors. Did you know that there's no essential carbohydrates? There's essential fats. You need at least some protein to survive. You need some fat. There's certain vitamins that are essential. But sugar is not essential. You can survive eating like eggs, meat, butter, just fat. So that you don't need sugar to survive. You understand? The rare exception would be diabetics that need to ingest some amount of sugar to modulate the blood sugar. like up and down regulated. This is part of how they control the blood sugar, type 1 diabetics. So then if I say softener is toxic and bad for your health, that's okay. If you look at a softener bottle, it has warning signs on it that says like toxic if ingested or something like this. If accidentally ingested, keep away from children. Call poison control, okay? If accidentally ingested, call poison control. So just on the basis of that alone, it's not a rational claim to say that it's toxic. If I go to court, Mike, you said soft is toxic. Okay. Well, let have your honor, exhibit A, bring the softener bottle. The most common brand used in America and Sweden. Look at the back, okay? It has a number, the poison control says toxic if ingested. It has a list of ingredients. It's like Google this name of this ingredient, like styrene. Google styrene cancer. Like Google every ingredient with the word cancer after it. And then look around on YouTube on studies. Okay. And at least one of them, there's gonna be something showing up that is very interesting to read. What I used to wash my clothes in the washing machine is bicarb vinegar. Which is what? It's not a radical claim. What you're using says called poison control. It has like a skull and a triangle or something like this. Some kind of warning on it. And it says toxic if ingested. Which means if you accidentally would drink it or something like this, it says to that called poison control. Whereas what I used to wash my clothes in the washing machine are food ingredients, cooking ingredients. Vinegar, it says to make pickled gherkins. So it comes with cooking instructions, the vinegar that I buy for washing clothes, washing machine. It says to make this for pickling vegetables. 1 part this vinegar, 2 parts water, this much salt, okay? See? That ingredient is bicarb, food grade sodium bicarbonate. Once more, a cooking ingredient, where it says like for baking, it comes with like bacon. To make brownies, something like this, use 1 teaspoon of bicarb to this much butter, this much, this and that, understand? So, I consume less than 10 grams of sugar per day. The average American, according to statistics, consumes 80 plus grams of sugar per day. The average American consumes 80 plus grams of sugar per day. Advent of sugar. 69. This one is things, the decal. After I discovered this truth in Okanformer movie, pertaining to the sugar agenda, which is the deep state, which are psychopathic serial killers, because they killed thousands of people 9/11. There's thousands of people that died in the wars after 9/11 because of their ploys to control the world in this and that way, foment conflict, create problems, provide solutions, and so forth. They've killed people, multiple generations, over time. So the serial killers, the psychopathic. Sugar is a type. Sugar is a symbol. He represents the satanic deep state. Anton Chigurh, in the No Country for Old Men movie, represents the deep state Illuminati psychopath, serial killers. And one of the main silent killers, sugar, literally. Here's a clue. You came to the ball and the wife beater lost his Nike shoe. It's in your ass. It's in your ass. It's all up in the psyche too. Now what's next? Cinderella Man. See, okay, footnote. See Eminem songs in Cinderella Man. That's not really part of the decode. So here's the point. Okay, yeah, here's the point. Here's a clue. So, what did I tell you, Nick? I told you. I told you. No, the deep state. So first the agenda. Then we zoom in on different parts of reality. They show what I'm saying. So, anyways, I started blasting. So here's the point. The deep state Illuminati control the whole world. They control it all. Everybody sells out. I'm Raphael Gordon. I'm a sellout pussy bitch boy. Okay? I'm Raphael Gordon. I have demon energy. I have like the energy that if you're looking up on my videos, you can just feel like the aura of evil just oozing out of me because I'm Raphael Gordon, sellout. They sell out. They live. Everybody sells out. They control it all. Just sell out. Everybody does it. Get a taste of the soft life, the comfort life. It won't be like Mike said, they live guy being harassed at time through the supermarket and told by the cops and the system and everybody pretty much. Yeah, so here's the point. No Country for Me, which is one of my favorite movies. So, okay. Now, so it's like, I started out first time I watched this entertainment pretty much. And I like the movie. And it has one of my favorite actors in there, Tom Lee Jones. And he's going over the hill, which means he's one of these star actors that's coming towards the end of his mortality, I understand. Like he's fixing to die pretty soon, right about now, okay? I have like a little trigger head to his heart, his pacemaker, and he's getting ready to die any minute now. Once I'm done using his name to get the word about this, I'll just hit the button there. And you hear tomorrow that Tom Lee Jones died of a heart attack or something like this. That's a joke. There's the point. He's an actor, okay? Once he's dead, he will have been one. The question is what he stopped being and when, okay? Here's the point. Tom Lee Jones. He's a good actor. He's in a lot of my favorite movies. He's in the movie The Hunted with Benicio del Toro, which means bull in Spanish. Okay, Mess of the bull get the horns. And it's also my analysis of that movie. I'll go on surface level here, which is like the most run-of-the-mill people dealing with movie, film, series analysis that deals with the surface level, because that's all they can see. It's pretty much like very similar to the Rambo, like the plot. It's similar to Rambo. It's like a guy who goes nuts, AWOL, into the woods and fighting the government, see. So Benicio del Toro's character in The Hunted, he's hunted by the FBI and stuff. Okay. It's similar to Rambo. So the Hunted movie, it's similar to the Rambo. See? Knife, the pattern recognition, it's similar to Rambo. Like the plot. Might have been inspired by it. Like, let's make a movie similar to Rambo, only a little bit different for this. So, Rambo, he's a guy, goes into the woods, hunted by the government, okay, cops and stuff. Part of it is like, this character is connected to knives, the Rambo knife, okay. Benicio del Toro, soldier, goes into the woods, goes AWOL, hunted by the government, the FBI, and a knife, this is part of it. The Tom Brown tracking knife. And it's even like a knife that got popular from the movie, okay, like the Tom Brown tracking knife. And it became like big in knife circles after the movie. It got more popular. Similar to that. Now, anyways, the point. He also played in Sicario, Benicio del Toro. Tom Lee Jones was in there. And he was like the mentor that they tried to use this guy to rein him in. Okay. He was also in Men in Black. And No Country for Me movie. And also a movie, Volcano. Tom Lee Jones was also in Volcano. And it's one of these movies. I'm a movie fan. The guy wants to think I'm a pedo. I'm a movie fan. That's the type of fan I am. Okay. Let's see. So, and a philophile. Love of knowledge. A nasty fan. Gnostic. So here's the point. I watched the movie more than 60 times, and I had like a running count. I would like tell my sister, yeah, I watched Volcano again. It's like 46 times now. But for some reason, we brag about it. I watched the movie. There's like one of these videos we had on VHS at home, and I ended up watching. I'm a one movie type. I found one movie and I watched it over and over again. Okay, so anyways, the point. Also in Men in Black. So Josh Brolin and Tom Lee Jones played in No Country for Old Men movie. And same general theme as Rambo, where Tom Lee Jones is like a guy trying to rein in Llewellyn, who's also a soldier similar to the Toro. See? And both Tom Lee Jones and Josh Brolin played in Men in Black, I think it was 2, where Josh Brolin played Tom Lee Jones as like a blast from the past when he was younger. They visit come from the future, so it's Tom Lee Jones. Only Josh Brolin is younger. So here's the point. Now sometimes they have an actor with like practical special effects where they use masks and makeup to make them look older, or younger, or CGI or something like that. So anyways, the point. Yeah, so No Country for Old Men movie. This is the type of stuff where other people charge you money to give local quality, less interesting, less exciting decals. It's like this guy collated learning. I've got movie decals, and it's not as interesting or like it's not as impressive. He didn't find like I found it into No Country for Old Men movie. It's like they tell you that they're killing you with the sugar or something like this. And here's the breakdown. Like you said, Stanley Kubrick, maybe he's talking about the moon landing or something like this. And to watch the full decoder, he'd buy my DVD or something like this, or watch it on Patreon. Okay. So anyways, the point. You need to be aware of my Rumble channel because the deep state are afraid of this type of stuff. They're afraid of this type of stuff, which means the more quality videos I do, the more likely they are to try to shut down my channel. So I had to be on my Rumble account and ulterior platforms like Rumble, Critical Mass Mike on Rumble, and my TikTok and Instagram. So, No Country for Old Men movie decode, Anthony Chigurh represents the satanic parodies. That's the truth. In the No Country for Old Men movie, I've decoded it. The hidden plain view truth. Anton Chigurh, the bad guy, the villain, symbolizes, represents the satanic deep state psychopathic power elites that control this from behind the scenes. They are killing a lot of you with sugar. Sugar is a silent killer. A 4-9-second short was up on the channel on this. There you go. Okay. So here we go. So here we go. Chigurh represents the satanic power elites, just as Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django Unchained symbolizes the deep state power elites. They are working to control the masses, keep them where they want them. Like it's like you don't see. It doesn't have to be well. The plot is like they have everybody black, white, and Mexican in shackles, and now maybe because no. You have to get the themes. Part of how I'm able to understand things is the thematic understanding, comprehension. Where it's like, they can be foreshadowed on 9/11 by having a movie poster showing a helicopter headed towards the 2 towers. And it's in the category aircraft. In the category aircraft, you have airplanes, gliders, turboprops, jets, UAV drones, and choppers. So it's like themes, thematic, where it's like almost, understand? Like almost. They don't want to be too obvious. Another instance of foreshadow detected of 9/11 is in the Always movie, which is an airplane firefighting movie. And it's one of these movies I watched. Like picked a random movie from one of these websites where they have series and movies. Like Netflix, Amazon, or something similar. Like a site that has, you can watch series and movies. And I'm filtering by like decade, maybe what the 70s, 80s, or 60s. And this is one of the posters, so I just go and let's watch that. And I found foreshadow 9/11 in there. And there's one scene especially that is clear foreshadow, clear instance of foreshadow 9/11 there, which I discovered in there. And it's 2 guys in an airstrip. And instead of holding balloons, they call it the American flag. See, so it's a fat guy and a thin guy standing next to each other. Like 2 towers. They're symbolized with 2 towers, 2 men, by the way. Holding a class of balloons, red, white, and blue. All the red, white, and blue. So, and there's an airplane on a collision course that comes in towards them. And they jump out of the way. that's symbolizing in a scene what's going to happen on 9/11. And this was released 89, I think. Two towers, America will be attacked by airplanes, two towers taken out of the way. See, that scene is foreshadowing 9/11. And here's another pattern. What I've discovered is that there's a theme, an overarching theme. When I found instances of foreshadowing 9/11, duality. That's even part of the Die Hard plot, which is like a news segment. Like duality, there's a part of the news in the Die Hard movie. It's like the news segment. Like, yeah, this guy said a book about duality or something like this. So, an overarching pattern of this guy, when I found an instance of foreshadowing 9/11 in a movie, there's always like the duality opposite pattern in there. Because the two towers, North and South Tower, polar opposites. Opposite towers, North and South, see. Black and white, thick and thin, male and female, see. Fight Club. Spoiler alert. Towards the end, when Edward Norton and this Jiminy Pick, whatever his name is, they're standing holding hands, see. They're symbolizing two towers. Looking out the window at a controlled demolition of buildings. See, where is my mind? Where is my mind? And that music plays. Do Pixies, where's my mind? And it's a male and female holding hands, making the Freemason M shape. How their bodies. Look out the window. Boom, 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 and there's explosions and high rises going down. See, what is that? Male, female, opposite sexes, diametrically opposed. Die Hard movie. Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis, white, black, opposite. Not white and then a white guy with a suntan. No, it's black and white, duality, opposites. It's a black man and a white man. One of the scenes is they're on a barge in New York, sitting on top of a pile of explosives, and they're chained to a steel girder. They're symbolizing the two towers once again. What's going to happen on 9/11? Black man, white man sitting on top of explosives about to go off. And it's like a steel pipe or girder that they're handcuffed around. Once again, symbolizing the towers, foreshadowing, and the pattern is there. Duality, opposites. Male, female, Fight Club. Male, female, look out the window, control demolition. Man, woman, opposite sexes. Die Hard, black, white, polar opposites, two towers. They symbolize two towers. Black man, white man. Always, airplane movie. Opposite body types, thick, thin, fat, slim, say, symbolize the two towers. Opposites, North, South Tower, Jock, Queen, and Boaz, see. And this type of stuff that they worry about, because nobody else has been doing what I've been doing. There's nobody else in the truth community that's been hitting 9/11 the way that I have in this way. To my knowledge. So, Django Unchained, No Country for Old Men movie. Both of these movies deal with the sugar agenda. So how the deep state work to control the masses is by a big part of it. Get you to eat a high sugar diet. So, Shigur in the No Country for Old Men movie symbolizes the deep state power elites. That character. It's a reference to them. It symbolizes them. It's a symbol of the deep state. Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, the slave owner, he also symbolized the deep state. And both of these movies deal with one of the ways they maintain control of the public. Had them on a high sugar diet. Because you have people on a high sugar diet, they're going to be sick and tired, less energy to have research after coming home from work. They're going to be dumber mentally. And people are sick, are easy to control. And dumb. Sugar dumbs you down. So, sugar is a silent killer. There's a lot of people that die every year that wouldn't have died if it hadn't been for the deep state getting the mass on a high sugar diet. It's a silent killer. The deep state are silent killers. They killed thousands of people 9/11, and it's just a lot of people that haven't woken up to that. It's all the other thing was to tell them. It's not like, oh, the deep state kills people. There's a lot of people dying from eating a high sugar diet. And it's not like people go, oh yeah, this person died from a high sugar diet, and the deep state got it by tricking them into eating a high sugar diet, and they died of heart attack or stroke and being fat and things like this. Or they got a tooth infection from a high sugar diet, and then the tooth infection killed them eventually, something like this. This is a silent killer. Shigo uses silenced weapons, suppressed weapons. Tech 9 with a suppressor on it. Some of them are anachronistic in an old kind of form of movie. Where it's like some of the weapons in the movie were not in real life, in like 1970, the time when the plot is like it was happening this year. Some of the weapons shown in the movie weren't in existence back then, but it doesn't really ruin the movie. Nice point. So you said suppressed Tech 9, a Remington 1187, I think it was called, or 77, whatever, 87 possibly, a semi-auto 12-gauge shotgun with a suppressor on it, Shiger, suppressed once again. He also uses a silent, like a bolt gun with a pressurized air tank, and it's also a sound weapon. And they use it to gain entry into people's homes and to kill people, at least one time in the movie. Silent, so sugar is a sound killer. He symbolized the substance sugar in the deep state, who kill people with sound weapons. Now, the average person is so fucking pathetic and weak, that even though I make these videos, you're still not getting it. It's like you're still like thinking I'm crazy because I'm a genius and you're a fucking retarded idiot. Okay, and you don't want to see the truth. Even if I put in the work to connect the dots, people are still not seeing it. Where a normal person, especially when I put in the work to tell the truth, they wake up. But still, the average person is so fucked up. There's like someone like me that can see, they tell you the truth. They still not true. Now, if I would make this video on TikTok, I'd probably have like the 24 likes on it for a 10-minute clip, and then thousands of views. So I get more views. I noticed this. If I make a video, 10-minute video on TikTok, check back next day, 800 views, 12 likes. Upload same video to YouTube, 24 hours later, 1 like, and like 140 views, something like this. So anyway, support. Yeah, I might make more videos like this on this topic on other platforms, Rumble and probably try it on TikTok. Might try it on TikTok. And the body of Christ, this is leadership deficiency. I'm not called the leader. Christians who would be listening to me will gather the truth. Some Christians got cancer, died, got in the hospital. They never would have been there if they would be listening to me all these years. Because they've been listening to sellout freaks like do the Bible church where I think God, and they've been told what they need to know to be protected from harm. And they've been aging faster, look worse, feel worse, have less energy. And a lot of Christians have gotten sick and hospitalized, and they never would be listening to me. So, what's another topic? People tell you, like this soft sissy pussy bitches, slave bitches to the Bible church, with that his hyper grace vibe to them. It's like, oh yeah, don't no bitch. I'm a quality leader, so I actually help people. Me, people I want to the Lord, and then work to help the grow as Christians. They improve mentally and physically. My wife, I cured of allergies 99% from teaching the health, fitness, wisdom, God's best boys. And the pros failed at that. She went to the doctors, they couldn't cure allergies. I get on the protocol, my protocol, for her. And she reports being 99% cured of allergies. But MD doctors couldn't do that. My mom with type 1 diabetes, want her to the Lord, she's been, reports have a new life and her neuropathy's got a lot better. My mom, which I want to the Lord, and my wife, we wonderful. Not only have they been prospering, love rich bosses, they've been prospering, being healthy and so prosperous, physically, under my guidance. But they've been reading the Bible daily. They read the Bible daily, they pray daily. Whereas other Christians are lazy bums that don't read a chapter of the Bible a day. But within a few years of these people win them to the Lord, and being in the life, they read the Bible daily, like a chapter at least. Edward Trashtalk, a Jew who went to the Lord, he's reading at least a chapter a day as a babe in Christ. Notice the quality counts where it leads to a real man, a real leader. Went up to the Lord, and Edward the Trash Talker, being in touch with me after I went up to the Lord, helped to grow. He's reading years of getting saved. He's reading the Bible consistently, at least a chapter a day, and prays daily. And last I talked, he's like, I just got down reading Romans chapter 1 to 16 or something like this. And I told him, yeah, it's great to read the Bible. A lot of Christians are lazy bums. It's like you, as a babe in Christ, you got saved recently. You're already reading the Bible more than a lot of Christians have been saved for 10 years. But a lot of Christians are lazy bums. He also says he doesn't watch porn. See? So, if a man is a brother, is a fornicator. So if he was doing it, I wouldn't hang out. So that's what being a quality leader leads to. Christians growing and prospering mentally, physically, and spiritually. Whereas Christians that listen to these sellout fakes never learn anything interesting. They never learn, oh, I can cure you out. Oh, you got allergies. I know how to prove that. See? So yeah. Maybe I'll make another video on this topic, talking, possibly showing more foresight and doing decodes of whole movies on Rambo, and I can play clips of different scenes and show it to you. I've done it before, but I might do more. So, I can do the decodes from memory, because I'm not fucking retarded like a lot of people are. So, sugar walks into the Texaco gas station. I told you he symbolized the substance sugar in the deep state using sugar as one of the sound weapons to control the masses. Which, like, why Americans are kind of full men. Why few people make the 100, because they got in the deep state and got a mass in a high sugar diet. He goes into the gas station. He puts up for the car and goes, how much? 69 cents. After realizing that there's hidden truth here about sugar, I Google the advent of sugar. I found out, like, yeah, it's like it was brought to the West 1069 or 1369 or something like this. And when I watched it, my intuition is at the scene. I watch it again. When it rains, it pours. When I watch Die Hard, I can find like foreshadowing in there. If I watch it again, I'm gonna find more things. So I've already know that it's hidden plenty of truth. It's like, yeah, it's about the deep state and the sugar agenda. Okay. And I watch it again. It's like 1069. I go, I bet if I go Google some metric, some fact, historical fact, something about sugar, the number 69 would be there. When I saw the scene, I googled the advent of sugar. I found it like 1069 or 1369, some major historical date regarding sugar, when it was brought to the West of France, or when it was discovered, something. 1069, 1369. See? Later on, the wellness in the hospital because of sugar. The wellness in the hospital because of sugar. So I'm really doing you a fucking favor by lending my genius mind to you motherfuckers. They're blind. You never discover things like this on your own. So I'm lending the output of a genius, brilliant mind with you, which is why I can make videos like this. And a lot of you are so fucked up that even if I show it to you, you're still not going to wake up. You're still not going to wake up. How much? 69 cents. Another scene, sugar causes inflammation. Sugar sets fire to a car. That's not another hint. Sugar causes inflammation. And one of the scenes, sugar sets fire to a car. Goes to a pharmacy. A lot of people go to pharmacy due to having health problems from a high sugar diet. Okay. Later on, when he does self-surgery, he goes out of the bathtub. Lidocaine, sugar is similar to cocaine. Lidocaine, Novocaine, sugar is similar to cocaine, from my research. So they show you sugar, and then a syringe with like lidocaine, Novocaine, somebody's on it in the movie. Like sugar, cocaine, sugar, understand? They show you that. He gets up, the TV is on, or a radio, and it's like, get on a diet, stick to it, somebody see. So there is a lot of Americans need to get on a diet are looking to get on a diet is because of eating high sugar diet. That's why people get fat. See? So, yeah, we got what I can see. Mike, what would this be so important, special that the deep state would be targeted with gang stalking? Because I can make videos like this because I'm one that can see. And I can teach the truth that they don't want the masses to know, understand? That's a big part of why I'm dangerous to them. Because I'm right. They want the deep state. I can see, here's how to keep you controllable. And people don't want to be controlled by evil people. And the way they control is make you weaker and uglier and sicker and suffering more, make you less likely to survive a long time, hurt your longevity. So few people would, if they knew what I knew, would be living like the deep state. If they could see what I can see and know what I know, fewer people would be living like the deep state want to live. It'd be easier to, be harder to control them. It's another thing. I'm a lone ranger. I'm out here leading. I'm the champion. I'm the TI. I'm the main TI. I'm the best taught individual. Getting the word about this, the truth, and teaching how to test the truth against stalking. And I'm not going to get some fucking group that's going to be co-opted and infiltrated with fucking shield agents. Because that's how it always work. Where I work is to teach the truth so that people can learn and do things themselves. See? Most online TS are fakes. As I said before. I gotta finish up.